Knowing what your competition is doing is not about copying them. It's about understanding and identifying opportunities for you to grow your business. In this video, I'm going to share with you a prompt that I use to break down my competition strategy, and I'm going to share it with you so you can use it to dominate your market. Let's start with why this is so important. You want to understand your competition's strengths, weaknesses, and their overall brand reputation. This includes evaluating their marketing position, their products and services, and how they engage with their customers. Previously, this took a high level of expertise and a ton of time to execute. But today, I'm going to share this prompt with you that completely automates the process and takes the data to another level. This process will identify patterns and give you actionable insights that you can implement to grow your business. So let's start by taking a look at the prompt, and let's head over to my computer. All right, with any prompt, you want to start with context, and that's exactly what I've done here. We're going to give it some background, essentially tell it what my business is and where to go to get more information about my business. So with the background and objectives section here, I run a business in the digital marketing sector, and I need an in-depth analysis of my website and the competitive landscape to inform my strategic planning. Please analyze my website and my top competitors to provide actionable insights regarding their online presence, marketing strategies, and overall marketing positioning. Now, my business, the product and service, it's a digital marketing agency. And so we specialize in business strategy, social media management, email marketing, SEO, paid ads, and website development. And my ideal customer is an entrepreneur or a business with at least 10 employees, and they want to grow. My website is demostra.com. Let's focus on my competition. Competitor A is running Google Ads right now in my area to promote their marketing agency. The other two listed here are locally to me, so they're actually within like a 10-mile radius. So I'm going to be really interested to see the results of all three of these. Here are the areas of analysis. We're going to start with each competitor's website, look at the overall user experience, and then I want to know what kind of products and services they're offering. And then what does their marketing and SEO look like? That's very important for my own SEO. And then we want to know, how are they engaging and what is their reputation? That's going to take a look at online reviews as well as what people are saying on social media about them. Next is their positioning and branding, something I really enjoy doing. But how good is their brand messaging and their visual identity? Does it really relate to their target audience? Next is, what channels are they marketing on? Are they running paid ads? Are they doing social media? Maybe email marketing? This is all important information for me to know. Finally, are there any emerging trends or opportunities that I could take advantage of to differentiate myself from the competition? The next section is where I want AI to grab the data from. So obviously we want to start with their website. Now, if you subscribe to any SEO tools like SEMrush or something like that, you can try and integrate that into this, but we're going to use basically public information that's available for this. So you don't have to purchase any other software for this to work. I want them to take a look at their social media platforms, review customer feedback, and research any industry reports or market research that is relevant to the industry. Including any recent articles or blog posts could be relevant for what could be trending currently. All right, now let's talk about how it's going to format the output. And I want a detailed written analysis. It does create a lot of information. I'm going to warn you here. It's very detailed. But one of the great things is it creates a table where it compares all the competition and kind of breaks down their strengths, weaknesses, and the differentiators between them. It's a really great table of information. My absolute favorite part of this entire exercise is the list of actionable recommendations based on the identified opportunities and industry trends. This is absolutely fantastic information, and it takes the guesswork out of what opportunities you should take advantage of. Finally, here are some additional considerations. If there's any data or metrics that are unavailable, please indicate the gap and suggest alternative indicators. Include a summary section highlighting the most critical insights and immediate actions I should consider, and ensure that all findings are based on the most relevant data available. Now let's head over to ChatGPT and see what it produced. All right, so for this, I used ChatGPT o3 Mini High with deep research enabled, and I got a phenomenal response. So if you haven't used deep research yet, I highly recommend it, especially for market research. It is an unbelievable tool. This is the prompt here you can see, and what was really great is it immediately asked me follow-up questions for clarity. So this is what you're looking at right here. These are the questions it asks. I appreciate the detailed request. Before I begin the analysis, I have a few clarifying questions to ensure I deliver the most useful insights. So it asked about SEO and analytic tools, if I subscribe to another software or service to perform that kind of research, paid advertising analysis, geographic focus, competitor expansion, and social media focus. It asked me which platforms to kind of focus on. So I gave it sort of a very brief response, and then it took 10 minutes to create this detailed report. And so it cited 34 sources. And what's great about it is when it gives you data, you can click on this and see where it actually pulled that information from. So great stuff. It's highly detailed. Let's go over this very quickly. The first part was for it to analyze the website and user experience for my 3 competitors. It does a very detailed job here for each one. So I'm not going to go through all of this. I'm just going to keep this moving. You can certainly pause this and read this as I go along. But number 2 is to find out what kind of products and services they're all offering. So it breaks it down. You can see how detailed this is. And it's showing these links where it's pulling all this information from. So you can certainly double check this by clicking on the links. One of my favorite parts is really, there's almost like a brief summary after each section. So we could see here where it's giving me some recommendations for my own agency. Demostra's current service list, social media management, Google, Facebook ads, email marketing, web design, etc., aligns well with the full service trend. In an area for potential expansion could be for formal branding services and video marketing, which only Bluff Creative is actively promoting along local competitors. Also, marketing strategy coaching, which Demostra offers as business coaching, is a unique value add not seen in competitor offerings and could be leveraged with a USP against its competitive backdrop. That's great. So if I want to update my branding, my messaging, my website, this gives me a great starting point. Now it's going to look at digital marketing and SEO strategies for my competition. And if we actually come down here to the bottom, it's going to give me recommendations, which I want to share with you. Okay, right here, it gives some great insights. My messaging should be about a marketing framework and coaching that could be turned into SEO content and capture searches in that niche. So emerging search trends like voice search queries, Q&A format, or very localized near me searches could be addressed by Demostra via a frequently asked questions, content, or local landing pages. Okay, so that gives me great information for SEO content. Next is customer engagement and reputation. All right, I like this part here where it's talking about the overall public perception, and it even has looked at what previous employees of these agencies have said. And it says right here, Marcel has 89% of employees recommending the company, which then it turns around and says for Demostra, this means reputation management is critical. Collecting reviews on Google Clutch, featuring client success on the website, and engaging in the local business community can build a similarly positive public image. Since competitors have set a high bar, 5-star averages on happy client testimonials, Demostra should actively highlight any victories. For example, the 11x ROI success story on Demostra's website. Okay, this is great information. Really, I need to just take my own advice here and get more testimonials for my agency. Next is market positioning and branding. It details out each brand here and their unique messaging. I like this feedback here. Frontier's value proposition is essentially, we're your reliable marketing department down the street. We know you, we're affordable, and we'll grow with you. The Frontier brand doesn't compete on being the most cutting edge or the most credentialed. Instead, it competes on trust, ease of working together, and offering a broad array of services that a small business needs, including things like graphic design for print, which pure digital firms might skip. That's great analysis. If we review the marketing channels and digital presence, it's not really surprising what people are doing here. The big company is allocating resources for SEO and paid ads, where the two local agencies are using networking events and content marketing to grow their reach. Here's some interesting insight it gave me related to my own marketing. And it says right here, Demostra should likewise clarify its brand messaging. Currently, Demostra's site emphasizes a marketing framework for clarity and growth and addresses the pain of losing sales due to poor marketing. Leaning into that, perhaps positioning Demostra as your clarity provider and growth accelerator for businesses could carve out a niche brand identity. None of the competitors explicitly use the word framework or offer coaching. So Demostra's brand can be about guidance and execution, which would differentiate it. Visually, ensuring Demostra's brand is professional, on par with Marcel's polish, yet approachable like Frontier's friendliness and a bit dynamic like Buff creativity, will position it as a well-rounded choice. I really like that. I think that's great insights. Next is emerging trends and opportunities, and the recommendation it's giving to me is to start leveraging more short video because my audience is more likely to watch a short video than read a long page of text on my website. And here it's identified an opportunity based on my local market, and I could offer something such as TikTok marketing for small businesses, chatbot setup for websites, or micro-influencer campaigns in specific niches. By being the first to openly offer those, Demostra can capture early adopters or simply differentiate itself as more innovative than Frontier or Buff. That's great. Let's talk about the competition's weaknesses and gaps. I really love this stuff because in each section, it gives an opportunity. So there's a lot of information here on each one. It gives me sort of the opportunity to take against each of the competitors. All right, this is a huge section here, areas for innovation. And the big thing is AI and automation. The digital marketing world is a buzz with AI tools for content generation and predictive analytics, chatbots, etc. None of the competitor sites mention leveraging AI. Early adoption of these, while being transparent and maintaining quality, could significantly improve efficiency and results. Here's the opportunity for my agency. I could invest in AI tools, say audit websites faster, generate initial copy drafts, or optimize ad bidding, and frame this to clients as we use cutting-edge AI to give you the advantage. It must be backed by human expertise, but positioning as tech-savvy is beneficial. This is really great stuff. Here is the table I mentioned, and I really love how simple this is to read and understand essentially the key strengths, weaknesses, and differentiators amongst all my competition. And here's the last part of the analysis, and it's the actionable recommendations for my agency. There is really fantastic stuff here, things that I can implement right away, and some of these might be more long-term solutions. The summary and key insights is a nice conclusion to this entire report. Granted, this is a ton of information, so it might be great to then the next prompt you use here is to ask ChatGPT to summarize this report in bullet points so it's easy for me to read and understand the main points from this report. That'll make this a little less overwhelming with all this data. So this wraps up my video on how to perform detailed market research on your competition. If you'd like a copy of this prompt, you can head over to my Skool community. There's a link in the description below. It's a free community where I share marketing strategies and AI tools for you to grow your business. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.